Hello everybody, how's everyone day? I'm Mega Kita Des. Okay, today we are going to discuss about localizer again, and there will be 4 different topics which I have to sit down and discuss and ask ourselves at the same time. So we'll be talking from one specific localizer to the issue with localizer to the hiring of a localizer to the final issue, the issue with the localizer company itself. So first thing first, we are going to discuss about one specific localizer that have been on the head, the so-called the spotlight lately, which is Jamie Massey, or well known for quite a few of few voices for a few character or written line that she wrote that had deemed by many people to be political, or maybe just rewritten the whole damn line, even though the original source does not mean that way. So the thing is, right, I didn't really want to talk about this whole issue at first, but what caused the whole issue initially was that she actually released a TikTok, and the TikTok video got quite a lot of people talking, and a lot of people who love Ref Say This as well as Hero Hill, they for some reason talk about it, and it bring me to the attention the thing that they brought up, a few points that I actually will discuss a little bit further, but it's more towards that they actually put out a video where AsmonGold got called out. And I go and check it out myself. I went and checked the video myself, and yes, she called AsmonGold out. But there's quite a few things we'll discuss it in a while. But in a nutshell, the whole short 1-minute video, what she did was she did along the line of trying to paint herself as a victim. Number one. Then after that, she got along the line of saying, trying to paint AsmonGold as an evil person. Then along the line that she trying to say that she is not in the wrong. Then after that, she tried to say along the line that she don't give a F. That sum up all in 1 minute for her issue. So in the issue, the whole damn issue is that number one, she claimed that she got attacked by AsmonGold and his followers, which is kind of strange because Rese actually pointed out in his video. So don't need to worry, I'll put out all both Hero Hill and Rese this video. Like both of the Rese actually did point out that a very good point for in regard is that what the whole damn issue with Jamie Massey is that she's trying to paint herself as the person who got attacked by AsmonGold and his followers. But the thing is, right, I can assure you guys, I am definitely not a follower of AsmonGold. I don't know what or why she would paint her, like why would she say along the line that I'm like people who trying to criticize you and your work to be followers of AsmonGold. So the whole damn issue started out very, very questionable, and it kind of got me questioning, like, are you trying to paint your criticism in a very, very bad light or something along the line? So the thing is, right, she for some reason, like, TikTok just couldn't bear with her video to the point it just glitched itself off. So thing is, right, she tried to paint herself as trying to say that she got attacked. She tried to play herself as a victim, and it kind of like get me like wondering, like, why would she do that? All she need to do is just apologize for the things she had did, and we'll discuss that in a while, which she later tried to paint herself. So the thing is, right, she tried to paint herself as the victim. She tried to claim that people who point her mistake out or trying to point out things that she had did She's trying to claim that, oh, those are allegations, things that have not happened. Allegation is things that had not happened or with no evidence, but it's already verified, it's already confirmed in a way that, dude, you wrote those lines, you trying to say that it's not written by you when it's already credited to you. And it's actually very questionable, right? Why would she put it as an allegation when the evidence is that against her? So the thing is, right, she's trying to say it's allegation, it's not her fault, but even though the thing is against her, she's trying to say along the line. Then after that, she go and say that she's not the one she wrote the line. Then she double down, say she is the one who wrote the line. Then she's trying to play the line of being a victim. And then she's trying to say that she is not the victim. And then she's trying to say that the Japanese people don't care. When now the funny thing is the Japanese people audience are now aware and they are not very happy about it. Then to the point that she's trying to defend herself, saying that she doesn't understand Japanese. Then there is a few people questioning like how the hell you get. We should discuss about the legitimacy of many localizer. But and then the question would be, why would she get the job, and rewrote the whole story? And then there is the thing just got so much ridiculous that I myself have actually put up a video where I said it's so ridiculous, it's so worse that it's not even funny. I did the whole video discussing it for 20+ minutes. I'm not going to discuss it any further. So if you want, you guys can check this out, and I'll put up the link in the below so you guys can understand. It's just not funny anymore. And I actually discussed along the line that all she need to do is apologize for the things she did, as well as that if in the future, if she is going to do the same job again, at least she do what everyone is expecting. Because the thing is, right, when they say the Japanese people don't care, it's not that the Japanese people don't care, especially like the issue on the company is that when a Japanese anime have the right of the anime bought by the Western side, the Japanese company expect the Western company to do like understand what they are doing. Like they trust the company to translate it for them, because the reason is being simple. Most anime in Japan, the anime studio in Japan do not understand English. They don't do English translation. So they give it to the Western counterpart and trust them to do the job for them. Which is the reason why there is localizer in the country. But when the localizer are doing such a poor translation, or in most people saying like putting words into the Japanese mouth, it can cause issue. Because the thing is, right, people will think that it's in the original anime, and that people will use the anime to bring out their propaganda or bring out things that is the anime is actually all just trying to bring agenda or propaganda or weird ideology to the audience who are watching it, when in fact is this person right here that you guys are seeing that is bring the propaganda to their audience. Isn't it ironic that when people bring the Japanese for the anime, in fact you should be bring is not from a far land, but is your own country people. So if US people trying to blame that Japanese people are coming with your anime, look carefully at who is doing the translation. Here is one of them. Here is a person who is trying to pull up a line that is not in the original source. And it's kind of amazing in a way that when I was like watching Say this video, and he actually put up quite a lot of evidence where, like, saying on like what with that outfit, everyone was saying along the line something always saying something to me. So I try toning down the exposure, and then out of nowhere saying like, oh, those pasty whatsoever people demand that are getting on my nerves, so I changed. It's like, people done like people who did the sub or the fan sub done by the fan is way more towards the actual source, whereas the Funimation or the company itself, they dub it, they try to make it their own point. And it's actually kind of like amazed me that how is it that a normal daily life can talk about politics. It's like even when I talk about politics, I always try to bring out a few points and then I just stop talking about it. Because the thing is that at the end of the day, it's not worth talking about it. But for some reason in the anime, they try to out of nowhere just put out political view or weird view or things that doesn't even make sense. And I actually talk about it quite a few times, and it's actually kind of amazing in a way that when she's trying to paint herself, like saying like the script that was given to her was not was not in English. She doesn't understand the script. So the thing is, right, we have to ask ourselves, are the localizer legit? Are they really qualified for the job now? Which have been a lot of people talking about, should localizer or translator get replaced by AI? I've been talking about this in my previous video, and I will just say it again. They have indicated that AI will be used as a tool to help assist on the translation so that you'll be as close as possible to the original source, as well as to bring out more translation much faster. It is meant as a tool. It is not going to replace every single one. It's just going to make life easier for everyone. But for some reason, some people, once they hear that AI is going to replace everyone's job, then they start making noise, and then the whole damn issue just became the point of like people start making noise about it. So when Jamie Marcy go along the line of saying that she's voicing that AI should not replace her job or other localizer job, I don't think it's more towards replacing their job. It's more towards of making their life easier. But if in the case that she felt that she's being threatened by AI, and at the same time, like I mentioned along my previous video, that she is doing such a poor job, then I do think, and many Japanese people do agree, that it would be best the AI replace the localizer like her, because she is doing such a poor job. She have broke the trust of many Japanese people now, that a lot of Japanese people was not aware of the propaganda done by the localizer in overseas. So when they learn about it right now, it caused a lot of people to be mad at those bad localizer. I mentioned in my previous video that they are only mad at the bad localizer, not the good localizer. We don't condemn good localizer if they're doing a good job or making it interesting for people to consider the English version. But if in the case that the English version is bring or putting words into the mouth that is not supposed to be there, then we have to say that it is a little bit too much. I say along the line that Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact have been on a roll. I'm not saying there is a few questionable things, but most of the translation done by the localizer on their end it did a very good job. And again, along the line that I have mentioned along that localizer, most of them have to be either have done experience very good in translation, or along the line of they are universities qualified. Like for some reason there is maybe some university that let you do translation along the line, but it's just that you have to have a universal degree, which means that you're a very smart person. Now the question we have to ask ourselves, when she say along the line of localizer don't speak Japanese or something along the line, it's like she's trying to paint herself and all the localizer that they all don't speak Japanese, or in a way it's like trying to say that they don't understand and they just write the whole damn thing themselves. And we have to ask ourselves, like, why would they get hired in the first place? They are working as a translator, so you are expected to understand the language. And now she is saying that she don't understand the language. Then after that, there is the cases that she say that like she's trying to paint all the localizers that don't understand Japanese, all the translators don't understand Japanese. And we have to ask ourselves one thing. Is it really true? Is she trying to either throw every other localizer under the bus, or is she trying to paint that she is in the right? But the thing is, right, from how I look at the whole damn thing, it's actually very questionable. Like, why would I, as a company, hire you when as a translator for a Japanese anime when you don't understand Japanese? I understand Japanese. I try to get myself into a full-time localizer. I couldn't get in. I couldn't even get a proper job. I can only do once or two script, and that's I'm basically out. So it's actually very questionable. Like, why would people like her get hired and do all the thing easily, and then when people call her out for her poor job, she start going full Karen. I actually talked in my previous video, and I say that she a fully a Karen. Like, she's trying to paint herself as a victim, but yet the more she do along the line is that she is going full Karen. And it's even proof in her post where she only replace, like, when people say you took a L, she said who give a F. And when other people encourage her, or people who support her, she reply to them. She replied to those people that say a good thing about her. But when you scroll all the way down, when people start criticizing her, she disappeared. There's no reply, there is no comment, there is no nothing. And in a way, she just don't care about it. And in her video, in her TikTok video, there are way more people giving into the content of her issue, that most of the content that are talking about her, content they are saying about her issue, are actually getting more like than anything though. Like, she's trying to paint herself as a victim. Like, people who support her hardly get any love, the heart shape, but those who criticize her for some reason get a lot of like, which beg the question, like, how are you not even getting defended by, like I say along the line, if in the case that you did a good job, people will defend you. But when you did such a poor job, people are going to criticize you way more than people would defend you. And from how I look at the comment, it doesn't seem like people is going to defend her in any way, from how I look at it. And she is right now trying to paint herself as a victim, or she's trying to cry over it, or maybe just cry over Spin Me or whatever she want to call herself. I mean, like, it's just so damn ridiculous. And I say along the line that if she know what she did was wrong, just move on, apologize, move on, and then next time don't do the same thing. But yet she is doubling down, she is doing all these things, which actually bring us to the last question. And actually, let's say along the line, like, if one of my employees is doing something like creating a beef and talking trash on Twitter or on his social media, I would be questioning, like, why would I hire you in the first place? Which bring us to the last topic, which I want to bring it as a topic that we have to ask ourselves. I mean, like, I don't like to attack people in many ways, and it's best not to attack anyone. But the thing is, right, if what we have to bet and bring us the question is the earlier issue of hiring of the localizer. We have is that the last question we have to ask ourselves is, it may not be an issue with localizer, but it may be not just the issue with the localizer, but the main issue is the hiring of the localizer by the company. What does that mean? Well, the thing is, right, the company are the one who hired them, And if the company find no fault with the translation, but then we have to ask the company on the issue with the translation in the first place. Is it that they give full trust, or is it that they don't care about the translation, and that as long as it bring them the money, they are fine with it? Like, there's a lot of issue that a lot of people, one of the reason why a lot of actual fan of anime will understand that DOD, the dub of anime, is always not the way to start anime. If you don't understand anime, start with a sub, the sub that is done by an actual fan who loves the anime. Those are the one that is the as close as possible to the original source. Even if you don't understand the Japanese, if you watch the subtitle that is done by a fan, it is way more better than the English version. And often more than not, those theories or people who don't even understand anime will take it that anime is a bad thing because of people like her. And they think that work that is done by her is considered a good thing. So when people try to defend her, ironically, they are defending the person who they may not be understandable, that they are the one who were creating the issue on the first place, the drama, the problem, everything in the first place. And it's always back to the point of like, why would the company hire such person to do this kind of translation in the first place? And it's really, really questionable. And we have to ask ourselves, why is this a good thing or a thing now? More like a thing. No, I won't say it's a bad thing. It won't good thing to maybe to the company themselves, but to us it's a bad thing. And now it became such a huge thing that I think that people should be questioning, sit down and discuss, is it the main issue on the hiring or the of the localizer done by the company themselves, the actual company who allowed this kind of translation go through? So it's very questionable, but we can't do anything about it because a lot of classic anime have been destroyed by them in many way. And I thought about this a lot of the time. Two example is always Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. The translation have been destroyed to the point that one of the reasons why I just decided to just listen to the Japanese version and read the subtitle done by actual fan, then watching a dub, it doesn't make sense a lot of the time. At least when I read Japanese manga, I understand that when the anime come out, and if people did the sub for it and I need to read the sub, at least I know that someone did way better. And if in the future, if anime studio are going to use AI to do the job for them and make it easier with the translation as close as possible to the source, I myself do welcome that, because if there is less hiring of such problematic localizer, all the better. I know some people will be saying like, didn't I say that we shouldn't attack all the localizer? Yes, Japanese people and I, as a non-Japanese, believe in the point that we should kick out localizer that is causing the issue. We don't like bad localizer. But on the other hand, we do also aware that there are good localizer that is doing a proper job, localizer that is able to bring justice or bring the actual translation as close as possible to the source. So in a way, it's right. Like I mentioned, it's just getting more and more ridiculous that it becoming funny, and yet these ladies just creating drama over drama to the point that it begs the question that we have to sit down and ask ourselves. Number one, why is localizer considered themselves translator when they don't understand the language they are going to translate from? Two, the issue on the hiring of a localizer, are they legit, or is it they randomly get anyone to do it? Number three, we may have to ask the anime studio that got the right to translate the anime, are they truly legit themselves, and the hiring process of the localizer that they deem it as. So this is the three things we have to sit down and discuss. And like I mentioned, I had discussed it in previous all my point already. I discussed all of them, but the three things I given out is for you to guys to write in the comment below to let me know what do you guys think. Is it really, do you guys think that what she did is correct, or or maybe she just go full Karen, or is she just a victim of the whole damn thing? Or and then we have to ask about in anime industrial, the translation done by the anime company, is it really the right way from now on? Like, is it best for the Japanese anime studio to do the translation themselves by using AI, or should they still continue to pass the word to the Western company, the Western counterpart, to do the translation for them? I will let you guys discuss that in the comment below, and I will try to reply to most to them if I deem that they are best way to discuss on. But till then, if you do like this kind of video, press the like button. And if you do like this kind of voice, it seems to me that a lot of people like this kind of me talking in this kind of voice. So I'm not sure if you do like this kind of voice or maybe the video, just press the like button and subscribe for more random chat when I talk about a topic that had for some reason always never follow a single trend. But if not, well, the only thing I can hope is have a nice day or night. Bye.